down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Let's go, dude.
Here's Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Seahawks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Wilson will throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They run it with Carson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. This is Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Javon Kinlaw coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
For Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Check 11. 11. He's checking crap. Kill. Turn up.
Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 57 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Let's take it inside his own 40. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense at their own 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was taken
well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. 21. Hey, watch that. Check.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
25, check 25. He's checking. 21. Here we go. Shoot. Switch. Check 99.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Seahawks 3. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. For Nick Bosa, so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 3. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I got this. 65.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
6-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Sponge. 12. Watch twist. Alert flare. Shit.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Tighten up. Check. 21. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check three.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
13. Switch. Go ahead.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 9 from the 44.
21. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, alert. Check 13. Safe. Check 31.
Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down and 9.
To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And there's Garoppolo to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now goal for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Wilson. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on third down, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
By Bobby Wagner. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 10-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol.
21, 6. Safety's creeping. Shoot. I got this. Check.
They'll run with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 34, Seahawks 3. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
You
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again here, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Left side complete to Lockett. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Niners 41, Seahawks 3. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Seahawks first down.
Mike 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make head. Way through the air.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here we go. 11. 180. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. 11. Watch out. Switch.
This is Mostert. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Quandre Diggs on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup.
Garoppolo looking to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go, D. 21. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on, D.
Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Defensively.
57's the mic. 57.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 50. Switch it. 1, Omaha. Check 52. He's crashing. He's checking crab. Kill.
They hand it off to Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
He was taken down by K.J. Wright.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it'll be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run this with Homer. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Complete to Travis.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
17-yard line. That's the end of the first.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Homer, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Jordan Reed has it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks' 35-yard line.
We're going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to George Kittle.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
At the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Samuel.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right?
Get
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Garoppolo finding Kendrick Bourne there as his guys are on the board first here tonight. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
33-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 54.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards on the ground.
2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Mostert. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break? And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
1-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This is Homer. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle. 29 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And what a